Mid-morning to Kone, 100.2 Galaxy FM.
My name is Flora Shaw, eroli ku 100.2 Galaxy FM zina, and kusawa zino tubera tugenda mu red seat. But before we dive into the red seat, I want to remind you that this hour is sponsored by Movet, and you and your family will enjoy using the new Movet family soap. It comes in a big 200-gram size that lasts very, very long, so you don't have to buy soap every week in this economy. Movet family soap lathers so well, and it's so gentle on the skin, keeping it soft and smooth. It also smells amazing. So Movet family soap comes in 4 flavors: coconut, aloe vera, lemon, and rose, with benefits for every member in your family. Movet family soap is truly the soap for the whole family. Available in all shops and supermarkets near you. Movet, all day confidence. And if you are a senior 6 leaver and you desire to pursue high quality university education, join Cavendish University this August for our fully accredited programs in business, social sciences, law, IT, and health sciences. Get the chance to enroll today or before the 31st of August 2025 and stand a chance to enjoy a discount on your tuition fees. Do not miss out on this opportunity to further your career with our quality market relevant programs, highly knowledgeable professors, and the state-of-the-art online learning facilities. Kagwirao, you do not have to wait 90 minutes when you can win every 4 minutes with Kagwirao. Play Aviator, virtual games and casino games with Kagwirao and be a boss in every 4 minutes. Dial star 185 star 5 star 3 star 2 hash on Airtel. It is star 185 star 5 star 3 star 2 hash, or on MTN you can dial star 165 star 4 star 64 hash and select number 9 to register. Log on to kagwirao.ug.bet online. Use the promo code 110 or call 0326 33 3050. That's MTN. Or on Airtel you can call 0200 401 009. That's Airtel. Or you can WhatsApp us on 0707 000438 for assistance.
This is no ordinary discussion. This is the Red Seat, mu mid-morning to Kone. The Red Seat, mu mid-morning to Kone. Every Wednesday, sawa mukaga to 1 p.m.
How are you, Detacha?
Yo, tuli good. Chechitambula nanyumye ndi beno ninyona saza akaviri kapya.
Ani abadde
No, olina okuba ng'okiraba. Noga Detacha saza akaviri kapya.
Then I will talk about it.
Nyambadde t-shirt in a man with a big bamboo, omuntu yagintonedde mwana ndoza like yagisiima bambu. Kugamba bintu nga bino mwe tutambulira life.
Okay. How are you, Myra?
I'm good. Hi, Flora.
I'm good.
Great.
Pam Pam.
Hey, Flora.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How?
Bantu bayinzolooza nyimba Pam Pam. Kumbe njogera na Pamela. So this is the red seat mu mid-morning to Kone. It always happens every single Wednesday. Iraka stazi with us sawa mukaga mu Dr. Love at noon. We always have the red seat. So
nyimide mu program ya munno mwe mtu mujabala abantu. Nyimide wenna ojiwambye.
Namujabadde oba yejaba.
Wakateeka yo microphone ojayo kugamba. Mwe mtu mutandikiriza abantu mpola. Ngageno kandi Henry is on step FM.
He's moving backwards.
I know. So why is he going back to Mbale?
Doing what in Mbale? So on Step FM doing what?
So manya. So
I'm back on the Muchezi. So today's topic is how do you move on after a breakup? Because obera mu relationship n'omuntu ne mweyagala nno nga mweyagala ebyaddala, you talk every day, you do all those nasty stuff together, mu video bwonna ng'obuyina mu simu.
Ng'ogedde ekigambo nasty. Genda maaso mama.
If you don't have nasty things in your phone with your partner, then you are not in love like that. In love. Omanyi love, what do you mean? Let me tell you, love wayina ebintu byekutuma sometimes.
It's one thing doing them, it's another thing keeping them in your phone.
Kati kankubuulire. Musimu mubeeramu kali akantu ka hide manya biki. Gwe kwatako essimu ya Detacha lumu ebeeyo omuntu omulala yenna on this compound. If they don't have those things, they are not in the right relationship.
I hide messages
in my phone. I've never kept them.
I'm not saying to nude pictures or stuff like that.
But you have messages.
But maybe messages.
I don't have them. I don't keep them.
Wow.
But me, I don't keep. Or even a text message from an ex. unless it is something that is neutral. But those things of I love you, or I'm trying to, I delete.
No, like when you're still in the relationship, you have the messages.
No, if I'm still in the relationship, I have the message.
Yes.
That's fine.
But if you break up,
But when I break up with you, I delete them. I don't even
that is
archive
supposed to
them
be the
because
first step,
psychologically
actually.
traumatizes me. I will end up looking through them and texting you back.
It's
So
supposed
I
to be
don't.
the first step when you're
Yeah.
breaking up with someone. Cut ties, cut everything that connects you to this person. More so those intimate things.
Yeah.
If there are messages, delete. If there are videos, delete.
Pictures
If there are
together.
pictures. Now
So,
there's a
so,
process.
so
you
when
have
you
kids,
get back
no.
together, what do you do?
I don't have any of that. Because by
Those
the
are
way, me, I
friends.
don't end a relationship that I'm planning to get back to.
topulaninga
Tomanya.
wekangozeeyo
wekangozeeyo.
No,
Okyali
here's
mwini
the
form,
thing.
okyali mwini
No,
form.
please, Natasha. No, here's the thing. When I know I still love this person, when I'm not sure that I'm totally done with this person, I can't say I'm done with this person. I only say I'm giving myself space. In my heart, I know I might act like I'm breaking up with this person, but I know I'm giving myself space. In case of any
Sebo.
chance, I'm getting back with this person.
aba breaking up
But the moment I say I'm done, newengera kumachanga mpuliranga buli kimu, everything in my, because the times you get those days ezijja, everything around you is sending you to this person.
Okay.
Like,
So kati ebyo byonna nga biweddewo ebya
njakusanga
relationship
negundi
and stuff like
njakubuuza
that.
awazeeyo
Oh,
otya.
why?
njakusanga naye
So Pamela, how do you move on?
How do I move on? If I am done with you, I can easily move on.
How?
But if I am not done with you, then that is where the problem is. Moving on cannot even be quantified. You cannot place a time limit. You cannot place a particular method of how you can move on from someone depending on how you have been with them. For starters, the right way that they have taught us to move on is, like Myra said, delete messages, delete the contact, but the contact by the still remains in your head.
Yeah.
You can't delete it. Somebody treat them as your enemy. When you meet them, don't greet them, don't say hi. That is the way that we have been taught to move on. But for me, the way I move on from a relationship is I let myself go with the flow.
Yeah.
If I want to return to you tomorrow, I will return. If I feel like texting you the next 2 days, I will text you until I reach a point where I feel like I'm exhausted. I am done with you, and then I will move
That's
on.
the point that
Okay.
I was talking about.
I was actually watching a TikTok of a certain chick who was advising people, and she was saying, go back to this person.
Until
you can't
heal.
go back
Yeah,
no more.
yeah. They just keep going back, return, until the person has treated you so bad, and you can't go back to them. And I think that is the best way to move on. Because these things of reading by the book, your friend comes and tells you, oh, the man was cheating on you, or the man was there, he's break up with him, then you break up because of maybe
Your
peer
friend has
pressure,
told you.
or by your friend has told you, or by you just think it's the right thing to do,
After
but you're
everyone
not
is away,
ready.
just you and yourself.
ekintu kyemma
Why
just
you
want to go
hurt
back.
yourself if you can have an opportunity
To go
To
back
going
to
back.
this
to go back
person.
and make things work?
Yeah.
ekintu kyemuliko relationships z'ennaku zino za plastic oba zikola nti oba ziringa stage managed ekitegeera mwagala nnyo enkera mukyaye nnyo ebintu bino bitambula mpolampola kati nze nga nkyali mu uniform nga bano bamayira okyawa omuntu nsangula message nkole ntya ogera okulaba enkera ate nzizeeyo naye nzo natandika okukyawa abantu okumanya nti nga sisangula na messages I even receive calls from that person, but I'm going away.
Omanyi lwaki oyogera bw'oti Bitacha, it is because you're a man. Abasajja bangamba abasajja tebakyawa.
N'abakazi era tuddanga era tubaleetika be bamu abo.
Anti kyenkugambye waliwo omusajja yali mu empire yo yatugamba alina omuntu we gwe yabeerako naye some years back ne beekyawa naye we baddamu okwesanga omusajja n'addamu n'ayagala
Sange si
so kati mwe abasajja mwenga mmwe mutemukyawa
omuntu yali nawe ng'okyali mu cookie promotions bw'akusanga saa zino ennyirira gy'onyirira atandikira
sirina gye mutwala because me as a person I moved on
naye se oyinza omusanga naye yakola oyinza omusanga naye yakolamu omumanyi Benoni kati akusanze otiribitawo ti olubiniga lulo oluzze nga
tabingambangako
olubiniga
when you move on some things don't matter when you move on newosanga ex wanga atunulanga katonda nga malayika
oli mu uniform
gwe no I'm telling you Ditacha the fact it's not that I've not moved on before I have niyo omuntu ne mu meeting akati we sit down
nga naye takyayagala maybe nga yene
ne waba etayinza kubanga takyayagala
nese womu kumwe nga akyali mu lutimatima mutandise okweyogeza ogenda okula
ngoze unless let me tell you mpozi nga toyinaawo kiddakaawo
Enze
that's
chemba.
when you go back oba testing how stupid you are or stuff like
Nze
that,
chemba
you
kudda-
understand?
ekigambo-
But if you moved on already nga you
Yeah.
have a man oyina ebigenda maaso mu bulamu bwo you just go, but if you don't have what's going on in your life
Nze chemba-
Now
to
you see
this
what I was
person.
talking about earlier. Editing messages and what. It is one thing moving on after healing. It's another thing moving on before you heal, and you heal as you move on. Like as you, not actually moving on, as you end the relationship and then heal after ending
They're
the
the
relationship.
same thing, Myra.
No,
healing
that's
is
different.
moving on.
Yes,
Because
healing-
you can't move on when you're
that's
not
why
healed.
that's why I rectified it with ending the relationship
Yeah.
and moving on.
Okay.
You understand? So there are times where you have to end a relationship. This person you once loved, once did everything with, once gwali crazy for, labanga, your life can't move without them. Golaba, they've become a stranger, they've become someone you don't understand, but you still have the same feelings for them. Katinga, you just have to first end it and
Nze
now find a
kyemmanyi,
way of
what is the
healing.
sure deal,
That's how
kyemmanyi.
you cut communication and all the circles. that
kalabayo
you
ekintu
share.
ekituufu byo kiri bwe kiti nti laavu era nga biba mugitandika era ejja mpola mutajja kusanga olunaku lumu nkwagala mayira enkeera mwagala nnyo mpulira nfa kitegedde so bijja kujja mpola ebintu byakukolera mpola nga mugenda mu paka laavu bwolaba nti omwagala nnyo kitegedde kakati kyemmanyira n'okwawukana it cannot be one day, it cannot be demarcated from
Yeah.
today onwards enkeera sikyamwagala gweomutima gw'ogulowooza guli plastic nti ogusetinga busenti olaba ne computer erodinga mpola kati omutima tosobola kugamba bugambi yayenze ejjo leero simwagala
No, of course, techiva
Oba
mubanga.
werimba.
Techiva mubanga, but you wake up one day and make that
Anti
decision.
chetugamba,
Ogamba
ogikola.
kati. You might not even live. In fact, nemba mwade mucha like cohabiting. You may not even live. Osobola
Anti chengama,
osigalawo,
nti kati
but in
awo.
your heart you've made a decision, and
Such
now
a
you're starting
breakup.
to cut things.
eyo breakup yennungi tibugenda mpola ogenda kwekanga temukyakola ki nenzeera nze kati
yeyo mutual agreement gye bagamba oba just you silently go buli omu n'atandika okukola ebibi.
That is silently going okikolanga gwe.
nze abantu
But involving the
betwakala
other party.
okuva ejjinja yonna nakati nkyalaba status zaabwe
Gwe toyawukananga
Oli
nabo.
musajja.
waliwo gwenda baalina omunigeria naye munigeria alaamulaga laavu
Jatakulaga.
Pamela,
Baraba.
you
But
sit
you
down
see,
in-
you see, it's different when you're the one breaking up with someone, because
Yeah.
then you've premeditated within your mind. You're like, I am done with this person.
Yes.
You've thought about it, and this person is hitting them as a surprise. If you didn't show them prior signs, because guys, for them, it's very easy to know when a guy is done with you.
Yeah.
He shows you the signs his actions first show before he stops texting you, he stops messaging you, he doesn't call you, he doesn't show any concern about you. If he used to give you, he doesn't give you anymore. So you start seeing those small signs, and intuitively you know that this guy is done with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For chicks, it is hard. Guys usually are slapped with surprise when a girl tells you, I am done. And guys, that's why they don't believe it. They're like,
Yeah,
can she be
Saga.
done
I
with
know.
me? Really?
Like
So-
I know I'm kwana, I know I'm distracting.
Yeah.
alina wamufeera kubanga okwo tuba tumanyi twabafumba jjukira nze bwe nkuteeka mu ddagala lyange nga nkufumbye ebintu bingi okulimbalimba nabiki mba mmanyi nti kati nkunywezezza okitegeera engeri gye mba nkutemu n'omukazi engeri gy'omulaba gyakwewaamu engeri gyalaga nti bw'ovaawa awulira buyo okitegeera obeera omanyi tasobola kukola ki
Sasa kwesonyiwa.
era weekanga kati nze ndina message muno nakati nkyagijjukira gye basembayo okunkyayirako
message ki gy'otalina mu ssimu yo?
yansindikira message naŋŋamba all you could do is lie and lie
That was so true.
ate bano abantu abamuvinga on naye nga basigadde bali bita kiki ekiba kibadde
ba uniform abo abasinga ebintu egisinga
No, kati
abantu
those
ba
are people
uniform.
that don't want to accept the truth. Omuntu akyamwagala, omuntu tannamwesonyiwa, tali willing mulaba na muntu mulala, naye atawulira naye ayagala. Like, you understand, they're not
Wabeerawo,
accepting
they
what the
still
truth
want
is.
something, naye nga
Omuntu
tebakimanyi.
akyamwagala, naye ate tayagala kubeera naye, tayagala mulaba nga movinze on. Those are the people that are still that
No,
that
but you
keep
see
bitter.
also, Myra, there are people who are bitter because someone did them wrong after they sacrificed.
Like
For
everyone,
most
agenda
times-
kokano omuntu nga
Most
they've done
times,
them wrong.
especially girls, sacrifice a lot to be with guys.
Which one? What do they
Even the
sacrifice?
time that they enter into a relationship, because
What do
you
they
know how
sacrifice?
our biological clock ticks. So if a girl has been with you in a relationship for 3 years, she has taken a real sacrifice because
What about a man?
she has kept these guys. You people guys are like wine. They become finer with time.
Yeah.
It's you'll be 45.
The more you age,
you'll
the
be
finer you
50,
become.
and you can date a girl of 25 years successfully. You can even marry her in church.
Yeah.
But a girl will be 50. A woman will be 50. Who will she date?
Zawede
Now
is
it's
married.
a 70-year-old
How old is
man
my
who's
friend
looking at
Zawede?
her. You get it? Because of the age disparity. So for girls, it is sacrifice. And then the fact that then the commitment, you're putting commitment into the relationship. I am committing to you, detach as my man, which means other guys are coming around. Henry's coming, Spanny Ken,
And I'm
Spanny
pushing all of them
Andrew.
away for
and I'm,
you.
yes.
But
and
you
I'm-
advise
I'm
them to
giving-
however much they are
committing to you.
bitter, they can never force love unto them again. However much they drink poison.
So we are explaining how the bitterness comes. The bitterness comes when you have been wronged in a relationship. When the values that you stood for, the things that you agreed upon as a couple have been broken.
Yeah.
So that is where some people get bitter. It's not
No,
only
but
about
Pam,
okay,
I
about
want to
her
think-
getting annoyed that you're moving on. She can even be the one breaking up with you, but she's the one bitter.
Pam,
Not
I
to
think
breaking
it's a
up with you, but he's
character.
the one that is bitter.
Have you ever had a bitter ex?
A bitter ex. This person did not become bitter when they became my ex. They were bitter all through. Like they were.
No relationship nga
No
bitter.
relationship. But actually, this is what I was about to say. It is not about how bad the ending has been. It's not about how bad this person has been in your life. Omuntu asobola okukola ebyekisiru n'akola buli kimu n'ebisembayo n'abikola, but n'oyawukana naye nga gwe tosaze, you're not being bitter. Bikulumye, but you're not bitter because it's not your character. Someone doesn't just become bitter out of the blue okola munyiziza. They are naturally
Waliwo abantu
bitter.
nga nekyebamukola
Zibambeera
but
nze,
they are
yes.
all over the place. man.
Ngeza n'okuba just suspecting ebintu ebyakisiru n'anyiga n'afuuka bitter, n'atandika okusala abantu, n'atandika okunyigira abantu, n'atomeraatomera abantu.
No,
But just
Yupo,
mbeera ze.
there's a difference between being bitter and being violent, or maybe being angry at someone. You
But
get it?
bitterness is
Bitterness is
violent.
bitterness
No,
is
no,
close
no,
to
no, I
move
can't-
violence.
hand in hand with
Hey.
violence.
You people.
Threatening
Okay, how can you
violence.
be- how can you be
can't
bitter?
be bitter and not be
Who
violent.
tells you that you can be bitter and you be violent at the same time?
How can you be bitter without
Sometimes
being
you can
violent?
No, you
Okay,
can.
Pamela.
How?
You
So
can be-
Kodindeko, Pamela, tunyonyole what bitterness means.
You can be
The
bitter.
difference.
As in you're angry at someone, you're upset, totally upset. You can take it out on them verbally. Yeah?
But you can also be violent
Yes,
verbally,
you can.
right?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
That it's not always that when you're bitter, you're going to be violent.
Okay.
There is a difference between the two. You get it?
Sometimes
I
you can
feel
be
like every
bitter.
time you're bitter, you're going to be violent, either verbally or physically.
You can even be quiet, by the way, when you're bitter.
But not
Naye nga
to be bitter
bakulaba
when you're quiet.
Yes.
Like
wazinga
how
omumwa.
the way parents used to be nakukuba eriso nga
You know
tayogera
that bitterness
the
can be
eyes.
like you maybe let's say you're in the same work environment with this person, but you don't talk anymore. You're bitter with them, but you're not violent, you know, but you're just moving
Yeah,
on.
bitterness,
You meet
right?
this
That is
guy
being
or
bitter.
this chick
Yeah.
at a supermarket,
Tochambuza,
and you
tochakola
can't greet
chikwe.
them. You can't say hi. You cannot have any sort of, because maybe you could have even been business partners. You could have been maybe best friends before. You could have, but you cannot
That I
go
would
back.
say you're just avoiding someone.
You cannot
you're not
go
being
back to
bitter.
the way you are. But then there are relationships where people break up and you can remain friends.
yeah.
And you've actually both moved on, but you remain friends.
Not even
with-
friends, you
Or
remain
you can even
acquaintances.
you can even remain friends with benefits. You get it?
Nga
As
mwere.
in those-
Ya, ako ke kalungi ako. Ako ke kasinga, ako ke
But
kasinga.
that's not. No. How can you
you
explain
know-
that? How do you explain that to the person you've moved on with? That I'm still in touch with my ex.
Atobubuulira.
Talking namugamba, but he can find out.
Myra,
Anti wafayiringa
Myra.
to nga gikuwunyidde
Let me just
giyunye.
explain. Moving on doesn't mean getting into another relationship.
And you,
always.
you also mentioned that
Because
you
I
moved on,
can
you have
move-
someone else.
No.
And you're still
Yes,
having
you can
like
have
one night stands
someone.
with your ex.
Oba
It
n'otaba
depends.
naye.
Because if you're having somebody else, then why are you having benefits with
Oyinza
somebody
okuba
else?
tolina.
Yeah. You can move on from someone, but you're not in another relationship.
Yeah, that's possible.
You can move on, but you're dating for fun.
You're not
wherever
even
you are.
dating.
Or you're not even dating. Or you're So those are the instances where you can even have a friendship with benefits.
With your
situation.
ex.
With
You've
your
had
ex,
one,
then
Pam?
you've moved on.
You've had one.
Friends with benefits.
Hey, get it, yeah.
The Red Seat mu mid-morning tukone every Wednesday sawa mukaaga to 1 p.m. Waliwo abuuzizaako engeri y'okulaakulanya mu bizinensi yo naye nga tomanyi wakutandikira. Okimanyi tuyinza okuba otuuse ku buwanguzi. Weesabire looni okuva mu Numida ne bakugonnomolako miliyoni za Uganda 10 bweddu. Tuli wamu nammwe abeeyiya nga bamakanika, ababotiiki, abalina ebintu bye mwekolera, aba woteeri, ate ng'okusasula kwangu nnyo. Sasula okuva ku nnaku 15 paka ku nnaku 6. Okulaakulanya bizinensi yo kati kyangu nnyo. Genda ku Presto wakati onoonye Numida osabe looni yo okulaakulane. Tukubire ku nooti 8 M00 240 oba ku WhatsApp ku 0787 569 03 oba tukyalireko ku mutimbagano gwaffe ogwa www.numida.com. Numida, kulaakulanya bizinensi yo.
Move it, papa, papaya, avocado, habo jelly.
ennyo amawanga ag'enjawulo gakuŋŋaananga okwekungulira eddagala ly'emiti n'ebikoola naye olwaliro abakugu b'ebizigo mu kampani ya Moviti ebirungo byonna babigasse wamu tekyali kutawaana ebizigo bya Moviti hapo ne sabbuuni birungiddwamu ebirungo byonna okuva mu butonde obw'emiti n'ebikoola okulongoosa ensusu zaffe okugoba obuwere okusiiyibwa olususu ne lunyirira n'olabika bulungi
kati omwana asobola okukoza Movit Habo Gel ne sabbuuni aloe vera ovacado oba papaya Movit okwekakasa kw'olunaku lwonna.
Comms professional, boardroom warriors, and PowerPoint assassins who are ready to dominate every boardroom. The National Public Relations Symposium 2025 is here to take you the C-suite. Step up and discover how to command influence, drive strategic decisions, and position PR as an indispensable asset at the highest levels of leadership. Join us at Imperial Royal Hotel Kampala on the 25th July 2025, starting from 8 a.m. Get your ticket for only 200k for PROW members, 250k for non-members, 70k for students, and a corporate table at 5 million. So reach out to 0705 367 213 or 0789 778 646 or email us at prowuganda@yahoo.com to set yourself up for success. The National Public Relations Symposium 2025 is brought to you by Galaxy FM.
wali baddeko mu mbeera ng'oli ku pressure naye nga byonna ekibimala majja oba okyali awo ne kakkubira essimu kyokka olindira omupiira gugweyo oli ku bunkenke olaba oba onaasobola okufunamu naye embeera yonna ogibeeramu nga yo kagwira weekulaba era mu biseera bino byonna ng'omupiira gugenda mu maaso ekuweerezanga ka message nti owaaye ne kweno essaawa tusobola okukuwaayo akantu ako nno akakodyo ke bayita cash out. Kati ku Kagwiro Sports Betting enkola ya cash out ekukkiriza okugyayo ssente wadde ng'omupiira gukyagenda maaso. Kati nyiga *185*3*2 ku Airtel oba ku MTN *165*4*4#. Genda ku akaunti yo olwolindirire bulenjirizi ka message nga ssente zituddeyo ku mobile money yo. Kagwira welungamizibwa National Gaming Board.
At KCB Uganda, we have got business loans just for you. Enjoy SME short-term loans processed in just 3 days with competitive rates and payable under 6 months. You can borrow up to 60% of your average monthly turnover. Scale up your business with our SME temporary overdrafts and access to unsecured loan amounts of up to 50 million with no security required. Call or WhatsApp us on 0757 378 603 or email us on contactcenterug@ug.kcbbankgroup.com. KCB Bank Uganda, for people, for better.
This is the mid-morning to Kone ku 100.2 Galaxy FM. Zina. The Red Seat mu mid-morning to Kone every Wednesday sawa mukaga to 1 p.m.
Morning to Kone right here on Galaxy FM 100.2. My name is Flora Shaw. I'm here with Ditacha Sakalaman, Myra K, and Pamela in the red seat. Tulimukogera, how do you move on after a breakup? So, Ditacha, what are the possibilities of you guys staying as friends nga mumaze breaking up, as Pamela was saying, bo basobola osigala nga bali friends with
I
benefits.
didn't say friends with benefits.
That's what you
I
said.
didn't say friends with benefits. I
Pamela,
don't know
aka
possibilities.
friends with
Yes.
benefits.
So Ditacha, what are the possibilities? Ababiri musobola osigala nga ab'emikwano.
Nze abasajja kyensiba mbagamba bajjali bange bonna ababeera ku Red Seat bantegeera kati tolimba nnyo mwana w'abendi bintu byomanyi mwefumba okyegera mwefumba nyo mulago omuntu ogenda mwagala otya gwe okusinga Katonda yamuwa ebisige nga buli kaseera ayagala abyongereko bamuwa enjala ayagala oziwanguya bamuwaki mulage ebiriwo otegeera nze kati bapikini kyemulaba nga nsigala nawo mu phone book yange kwegamba tweraga ebiriwo nsobola okwendayo sitani nga nkemye
Do you need stand to come you for you to cheat the touch?
Kitegeera kati omulaga ebintu kitegeeza nti mubeerawo nga wabeerawo break up oba biki kugamba tioba na break up yasi muntu akobukobe banaafunamo n'afuna ekisingako nzera mbagamba nga ndikuofunayo ekintu ekisinga wegendere obulamu bukyuse neesonda bulabi
oyo omuntu oba omwagala
mwagala nnyo n'aweerere
naye nga waba afuna
nakati eriyo bwetwa breaking up edda naye ali ttaki naye kati ngenda muperereza mpola addewo ali ttaki muperereza saagala kusentebe naawe
omwagaza ki kyatayina luli
just nti mulaba nga nze nakola era kati saa zino muliko muperereza naye nga as long as temwerimbye ennyo bintu bijakwatagana n'ekirala nze kyemmanyi ku breakups ezo ezibeera bita oba ze mutasobola kuddamu kunyumya nga zaali plastic nga wembadde mbagamba omanyi ebintu ebino ebyokweyagala bwe mbiteekamu ebikwate this is how somebody should love someone this is how it's supposed to be when he does this it's a red flag when he does this a red flag kati omukwano gulinga kukola gwenzo gambo buli avuga boda tajja gaggawala nosanga oli yagigaggawalira buli agira bwatu kitegera so no emikwano gwegiro gwenzo gamba mbu omusajja buli twagenda mu bbala ekiro red flag nga kumbi abeere anyumirwa nnyo mwenge takwana nayo okitegera you may find oli n'agamba nti when a man hangs out with a lot of women he's doing it sungo olusi yanyumirwa kusekaseka n'abakazi tabalinako olina
oyaba ayina gundi
that's using a sugar cane
alina ayambala Valenciaga ayo ngata ayambala Versace obona mukyala wabeera possibility so red flags ezo tuleme zitwala nti ziri uniform universal ebadde muno bebeera mwani tingaona abantu bakinyanko igati chola nyanko ekirije ebizigira toro mbuzimanya ayize kama zimanya ola okitegera kisi watu bana bikwate ola bomugisi manya yagala nnyo kalipa kalinze ngagala nnyo
Myra, can you be friends with your ex?
It depends. Because if we had a mutual understanding, breaking up, then we can be friends. Because there are times you can sit with someone, okay, it can't happen like immediately. But with them solo too, you have a mutual understanding. We couldn't make things work between us. There you can be friends. But someone got touch a goyaga means the guy yetalaba kola, ninga golaba, they are breaking you. And after you're done with, like you just wake up one morning and tell this person, me, I'm done with you. Nga for them it's a shocker. Oyotoso bida kubeera chaliwe.
Okay. So how about the people nga
Flora? For me, let me just set the record straight. You can't be friends with an ex.
Why?
You can't be friends with an ex because if you are friends with them, you've not moved on.
Really?
Yeah, you've not
so
moved on.
Ex.
There's still a part of them that satisfies you and that you long for. That is why you're holding on to them. Remember, this is not a person that you're Charlie's with, like we just buddies. This is a person that you've had a romantic attachment to. So the fact that string of romantic attachment is always going to be there.
What if somebody was
one of you
your friend
with
at
desire? Yeah.
What if that person was your friend at first?
As long as you have grown into a relationship,
friendship,
and then it. Let me finish, guys. Let me finish my submission. The reason why is, Flora, you might be a friend to him, but he may not manage to be a friend to you. So either you can't be friends with each other because you still have feelings for him and you're holding on to him for that, or he still has feelings for you and you're being unfair by being a friend to him because you're not helping him move on to somebody else. When you stick around, he's going to, because he still likes you. So you're wasting his time and you're wasting your time at the same time. So you can't be friends with somebody unless
unless what?
Both of you have healed at the same time.
But
if you haven't healed at the same time, because one breaks up,
heals with time.
No, it's not possible.
But also there are also these times, Pam. We have broken up. because we may not be like friends, like close friends,
And
but we can meet and talk.
Eh,
We can
And talk about what?
Because now let me give
What
an
are you
example.
talking about?
Let me give a scenario.
Yeah.
I'm just giving a scenario. I was having a business with my ex, or I knew my business was my ex was doing a certain business.
Yeah.
Let me say spare, and now I need a computer, an actress computer. I don't have any other person that I know that does this, but I know he does. If we are in good terms and we are not bitter to each other, I can easily call him and be like, yo, Jagala MP2 Odidina.
That does not mean you're friends.
Mm.
You
That
could
is what
understand the
I mean.
word friends.
That is what you're talking about. What we sanze. Flora, you're my ex sanga. I can say hello. How are you? How is life? And
Yeah.
that's it.
That is
Yes.
not being friends. You Google the word friends. What friends mean.
But that means that a mutual,
What
like
I'm
having
saying,
mutual grounds.
what we are saying is, temusobola kubera ba friend nyo naye temubeera ba enemies.
Temubeera ba
You
enemies.
can't meet, you can't say
That's
nothing.
Pamela, that's meeting someone you knew.
Well, like, we can-
Okitegedde.
we can
Nogamba
have
nti
people here.
omuntu ditacha nali ni mu relationship ne ditacha kati we musangawo ku kkubo nti mbadde nfuluma Galaxy ne musanga nga ditacha
hello,
hi
how are
how are you and you
You're
go.
misusing the word friends.
Yeah.
Because
Uh-huh.
now you
Maybe.
you go back to being just people who once knew each other. Like you're
Uh-huh.
almost acquaintances.
But-
Yeah.
But you're not
like
friends.
If we are at a clear ground,
A friend
we
is
can even
someone
meet for
you
a cup
talk
of
to.
coffee.
A friend is someone you seek for some sort of advice or help. You know, a friend is someone who is present in your life, as in present. If maybe you've taken a week without talk, after a week you are jazzing with each other. So friendship is not necessarily something that you can talk
we are
about
saying
with
you can't
exes.
be good friends, but we don't want to be enemies.
That is respectfully breaking up. That if I met you at the supermarket or in a show, I'll say,
How are you?
How are you?
Because
And that's
now,
it.
fam.
How are you is not, I'm not saying how are you for I'm fine, or you know, yesterday I was at work, I had this challenge. No, that's a friend. You get it? That's a
I
friend.
say he can be my friend because if I've moved on and you've moved on, I feel like I've healed and I'm thinking you have also healed.
You're thinking, how do you
because
know?
I can't be sure. That's why I said I'm thinking with what you show me, and I maybe have like an issue with my new relationship or something.
Oh, Teo?
Listen,
Oh, no, Mamule to say. Hey, uniform.
now listen,
Myra,
maybe
sorry to cut you short. Linda Katono nnyo.
Linda Katono.
You are in love with this person.
I'm
You're
not.
still in love with
I'm
this
not.
person.
Guys,
You are.
listen. There's a
Correct.
difference between
So,
love. There's a difference between love and friendship.
So how can you go to your ex no
Listen,
musaba
I'm not
relationship
going to my
advice?
ex.
Kate
For
katubuulire
what? Now,
bwa
listen,
musaba.
my ex, because me, when I'm in a relationship, it's
Yeah.
more of friendship than intimacy.
Okay.
Like we are so much of friends that sometimes I even put the other thing aside and we are like buddies. So I believe I can call, maybe I'm giving an example in my new relationship.
Okay.
Why
This
we
guy,
kuzoganya?
this guy listen, maybe say something about me. Maybe about over my body or about the way I do things. So maybe, what example can I use? Maybe guy nangamba to woman. I will call and be like, yo.
Naye ate birungi labayo
I'll be like, yo,
eyo ye
tell us,
breakup
no, 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 no,
eri digito
something.
wali oba ex nga webatyo webali nkukubire nkugambe nti kino kigayi kiŋambye ndi bwenti ne
Wamma
kituufu.
relationship eri
And-
digito ffe gye tulimu kati
bebo
Because I feel like
that's a particular group of people nga bamayira nga bwagambye
Hey.
waliwo mwe bapamera okitegedde abatakwatagana n'ebyo nga you don't want to be friends with your ex you just find him ku kkubo n'omubuuzaako and you move on.
Respectfully, like someone you've met before. But
Eh.
me, you're my ex.
okimanyi nga olwo ex gwe manyi afunira mugundi we aba partners nga olwo omuvukano gwendabye
Guys, that is when you have both
Musobola
moved
okukwatagana.
on. That is when your relationship was not deep. You get it? And you can tell.
I mean, even
that
when
this
it was deep, you
relationship-
can move on.
No, you can. It depends. It's not immediate.
Yeah,
It's not
of
immediate.
course
That
that
one
doesn't
can
happen
take even
immediately.
years for you. And then by the time years have passed, you can't be buddies with that person
Yeah.
again. Unless your relationship was superficial, it was best just on charling, like the twat and you know, it was just like
So-
a fun thing.
I
But if it was a deep relationship where one person or both of you were actually really in love with each other, you can't be friends.
Nze I
Chacha,
recommend
so how about people who move on naye nga afunye partner omulala there and then
namufunira we
Oyo gwa bafunye bagenda bona.
aba afunye kulumya oli oba aba ahiiri
olumu ayinza okufuna okuluma eri kati nze kyemmanyi kyemulina okwavoidinga kyekino kyekigambo deep relationship manye deep love kugamba it is enmity oba wecreatingira abalabe bagenda kufumita kiso we creatingira mulaba agenda kuwa butwa nze nagigaana
Deep love.
era bwe ndabo jja nnyo deep enkola ya akantu akakuza kuno ekyo kyonna kirayira nkola ya nedda nina obukodo bwange obwekisajja kenkola yaawo ne kakulaga nti tolina kujja nnyo.
Is it because you were in love and you were hurt, that's why you're treating
mbimanyi
these
byonna
other
ate
people?
n'abalala bendabyeko.
So why are you using your experiences ku bantu
n'abalala bendabyeko bonna babacunya ababeera mu deep love.
There's already flag as waddo yogerako gwe kenyini
Why do you think what happens in other people's lives will happen in your relationship?
Normally ona akugambye nti wemba temwali mu deep relationship musobola okubeera ne ba friends. Kitegeeza nti deep relationship ate yombi nnyo.
No, Natasha, by the way, I've never been in a relationship.
It's associated with deep love. Enmity.
Me personally, I've never been in a relationship and I'm not 100% in. I've never. Every time I've been in a relationship, I've been in 100% in this relationship. But I can move on. Nenchita and this person can
Myra, detach. Myra, being 100% in a relationship doesn't mean you love someone.
Like, I love him.
Committing to someone doesn't mean you love them.
I can't commit to someone. I can't commit to someone.
Just to commit, but if you love, deep love.
Deep love does not mean you people. Deep love can lead to cohabiting. Deep love can lead to marriage.
Yes.
Deep love can lead to kids. Deep love does not have to be the kind of love the church is looking at. There is obsession. Obsession is the one that is not love. That is the bad kind of love.
Bad kind of
where you possess someone and you think you own someone.
Yes.
But deep love that is based on truthfulness can lead to something bigger: commitment, marriage, engagement, relationship,
remain with the person
someone can pay for your
sober.
fees. Someone can, that is love.
You remain with the percentage of your brain that is sober in love. Sigazaawo obwongo bwo, sigazaawo percentage etegeera, sigazaawo percentage emanya nti ono muntu sawa n'agenda, sigazaawo ako omuntu va mu byekisiru. Nze bulwenda omuntu yenna abukuta akola ebintu ebitakwatagana nga baawukanye oyo manya nti abadde yaleka obwongo bwe bwonna n'abuteeka mu bintu ebitakwatagana.
I don't know why I have a feeling that in some years to come I'll find Natasha in love, stupid in love with someone.
Njagala ng'avudde malayika.
Abasajja bakajjagenda nagwa mu love ne kabebi.
Oyotaba mu love.
Omanyi lwaki ogwolaba nti abali mu love aba yayiga ekyokukola. Yaba akola exactly what they have to do, but amanyi nti abantu abanjaye. Beetaaga abantu bali mu uniform okyali mu senior 2. Nebo bokuze kati kyengamba Roya badambuza ati ancherabire no cherabira kireke badde ne answer zacho nga nkambwe nnyo
kireke.
The Red Seat mu Mid Morning Tukone every Wednesday sawa mukaga to 1 p.m.
You have the power to make moves, to keep business moving, to create opportunities, to be in control of your growth every day. Because you have Momo, and with it, you have the power to be more. Dial *165# or use My Momo app to pay, borrow, invest, and much more. MTN.
MTN Momo is regulated by the Bank of Uganda.
Move it, papa, papaya, avocado, habo jelly.
Ennyo amawanga ag'enjawulo gakuŋŋaananga okwekungulira eddagala ly'emiti n'ebikoola naye olwalira abakugu b'ebizigo mu kampani ya Moviti ebirungo byonna babigasse wamu tekyali kutawaana. Ebizigo bya Moviti hapo ne sabbuuni birungiddwamu ebirungo byonna okuva mu butonde obw'emiti n'ebikoola okulongoosa ensusu zaffe, okugoba obuwere, okusiiyibwa, olususu ne lunyirira n'olabika bulungi.
Kati omwana asobola okukoza Movit Haboje ne sabbuuni, aloe vera, ovacado oba papaya. Movit twekakasa k'olunaku lwonna.
Gwe naawe sempeza gwa akatebe nkubuulira ekyama ku ngeri ky'oyinza okwagazaamu abaana b'okulya envendiirwa. Omaliriza kati laba omwana muwe ebika ebyenjawulo kwasobola okulonda ate bwe kiba kisoboka mulekeyo abasooka okulonda awoga kiwedde.
Sima waji mami nina wano emboga nakati ennyaanya ensaleesalo basukuma wiki nga mutaddemu omuzigo kitonoolira kutookera
kandawe sukuma wiki ng'alimu omuzigo n'ennyaanya ensaleesalo.
Olonze bulungi mukwano kati nno zino emboga kanserekere kitaawo.
Okirabye abaana bw'obateerawo ebika by'envendiirwa ebyenjawulo kwe balonda bafuna omukisa byonna okubigezesa. Fuuka mama tabula envendiirwa ne fit food abaana bo babwa ebika ebyenjawulo kwe balonda.
The doctors told me to cut out sugar to manage my weight.
Take your first step to fitness and replace your sugar with sugar-free gold. Sugar-free gold tastes just like sugar, but without the calories. We can use sugar-free gold to sweeten our coffee, tea, juice, or cake.
Wow! Introducing sugar-free gold. Tastes just like sugar, but without the calories. Available in pellets and powder form.
The streets have spoken. Starting from just 14,500 shillings for a streetwise 2 and 19,500 shillings for a streetwise 3, KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Mukono tokora tuja tuda
Zina. Medallion.
Dr. Love at noon. Dr. Love. Mid-morning to Kone. Sponsored by Movit. All Day Confidence.
Royco Cube ku string ekirungo akawowo akasufu n'obulamu mufune kati ku dduuka likuli okumpi wamu ne supamaketi sikayo obusisi yuza era omementule.
The Red Seat. Mid-morning to Kone. Every Wednesday, sawa mukaga to 1 p.m.
Ochaliku 100.2 Galaxy FM Zina. This is the Red Seat in the mid-morning to Kone. My name is Flora Show. I'm here with Ditacha Owomomoguta Sidika. Myra K and Pamela Isamat. You can send me a message on 0707102102 and you tell me how you can move on after a breakup. So as we wind up, Pamela, omuntu oyinza muwa magezi ki? Okay, let's say babadde ne business together. Obanga bawe yabadde amukolera plans zonna eza business or the girlfriend oba biki.
Nenga love
yeganye. So how does this person move on from such a relationship or such scenarios?
And moving on first starts with acknowledging. Because if you're in denial that you have broken up or somebody is not in love with you anymore, then you will never move on.
Yeah.
First, you must acknowledge this relationship has ended. Why has it ended? Was it because you ended it or because they ended it? So you must know the reason why it ended and keep it at the back of your mind. Secondly, you must start to form boundaries. Because then you will know if I've broken up with Ditacha still loves me. Ditacha is going to come back to me and say some nice words, or want maybe some child, something with benefits, or want to be a friend with benefits. So it is now up to you to start creating the boundaries and say, if I let Ditacha back into my space, we are not going to move forward. So the best way to do is to create those boundaries. Boundaries can be as much as deleting messages, blocking their number, because for some people healing requires them to block.
But blocking a number, in your head is also something crazy.
No, it's also a safety measure for you, because then you are accepting you're accepting that I am not going to be in the temptation of looking at their phone, maybe their WhatsApp, and texting them at any time. When I block them, in my mind, I know they are blocked from my life. So that can be one of your methods of creating boundaries. Don't come to my home anymore. I don't come to your home. If we had kids together, how do we co-parent? Come up with a particular measures or guidelines of how both of you can work things out or co-parent. That is creating boundaries. 3 is allow yourself time to heal. Allow yourself time to heal means that you don't have to jump into another relationship. However, for some people, if the pain is too much, the pain is too much, because I have been there, where you have this too much pain and you just have to jump into something, which is a situationship. And sometimes people fall in love with their situationship.
Yeah.
More than they had with
with
their actual relationships. I'm just saying. So if you feel like you can handle a situationship and not fall in love and have another heartbreak that is even more, then you can probably do it to let yourself heal. But allow yourself time to heal. Focus on yourself and get to learn things, because in a relationship you're sacrificing for someone, or for both of you. You're compromising, you're doing what. Now it's time for you to think about yourself, rediscover yourself, do things that you love for yourself and for the people. If you have children.
Yeah. Okay.
eri abantu abasobola okufuna heartbreaks emirundi ebiri
Man.
With a situation,
abamuwumba tutu kikaaki
Myra yagambye wano nti when she falls in love ye agwayo 100%.
Gamba wa uniform
si wa uniform. Waliwo omuntu gw'ofuna detacha ng'olaba nti you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person.
Ate kankulage
mulabye naye nga
Kurima Kadash
Actually,
heartbreak yafuna ku Josted taswata gifuna ku Mr. Eno wadde yali
kati yabaye
amwagala
detacha.
yafuna deri kati
Kaba
eno
n'abantu abasinga ofuna ezo heartbreak ez'okumukumu. Moving on before you heal into another relationship.
Yeah.
You're either going to go so vulnerable that some things you won't even see. You won't see them
no
coming.
era yali tahirinze
Ogenda tohilinze oli
Yeah.
vulnerable kana kantu akatono kakola kirabikanga ekinene to you before you know it, it's another heartbreak and then you're going to another one and to another one.
awo ojja kufa
Then people that go into relationships
Obo
still
ojja
without
fa.
healing and enter another relationship, you're going to break someone's heart. Because now, truth is, me every time, and it actually all the times I tried entering another relationship before I heal, or your muntu amayinza ali heartbreak. I tell you serious.
oba okitegeera
Because ngende na kigere kimu buli kyenkola mbambaza.
n'abasajja nabo bafuna heartbreak omusajja
Nnyo.
nze provider nfune heartbreak nze CEO leader nze CEO wa relationship nfune heartbreak
just gwe detacha experience ze wafuna ng'okyali muto kati okaddiye ebintu obiraba
njagala genda yekka ne kamulukayi bwokka nafuna heartbreak mulukaayi
Ogambye ezo si
ate nayo yali ya uniform ati nali nkyali fara era heartbreak nafuna butalya mukyere ku Easter
so buchango bawo akagala abantu bameka
okubaagala bonna namba mbaagala
ndozolaba
naye antekugamba ne heartbreak yali emu nga nkyali fara era nze mbadde simanyi bafuna n'emirundi ebiri yali ya mulukaayi long time
because gwe obulamu bwo wasalawo kuzaala buzaazi baana you don't want to be in a relationship
mbaagala era buli anzalidde omwana mbanjagala aleme nakudda mu kufumbirwa abeere nange paka n'ensi ekola ki it's the word that takes them away
so ate kati Myra abantu bano abamovinga on after the breakup ne bagwa eddalu ne bakola batya
okwesiriwaza
no can run mad Pamela
That's the reason.
kimanyi toyina kiddako
The one they call hysteria. Hysteria, right?
si byakwefumba ditacha
No, those things, by the way, those things are real. Those things happen. But number one, those are people that live in denial. Nasoka gano kukkiriza nagazaako lemerako neyesiba ku muntu neyesiba ku bintu. Those are people that have sacrificed like all and are not willing to start over and have lost hope in starting over. Ngabalaba Teddy, there's no life beyond this person. But I think people just need to understand that you can love again. You can be loved again. Like there's something better out there that you can have. Okusinga okwesiba ku muntu.
You can even stay
only way
without.
you can even stay without someone and you're happy. So it's about accepting nova mudina no kill isn't in a relationship eganye however much I've wanted it, however much I've wanted the best out of it, chiganye.
Bakazi mwagala da.
Nebuli wogano okukiriza. Actually, by the way, for me on my side, I've seen it happen on the guy's side. Ne bataliko okukubira masimu ono takyayagala kuli ono yatandika okunywa enjaga ono soko okomewo.
Abagayi wali omudene mu high school. Kano oli muntu ategera natandika okukola mu Kampala muno ng'otandika gambusi kyako.
Nange nno nali mufunyeeko naye kati obaleka.
Oba mwabaliisa obugundi obusiikire mu binyeebwa. Nze utandika otya.
Bw'osigala ng'oyogera nabo oba obawadde obanga agamba nti waliwo opportunity gy'ogenda okuddamu
No,
okubeera nabo.
sometimes abantu abasinga bwekijjira nti they didn't see it coming. They thought they had you nga detacha yagambye mba obateeka mu ki?
Obafumbi obajja badde olooza.
Nga yamanyi akulina waakwagala and before he knows it you're out of it.
Era nze bwe ndaba wadde mbadde nkufumbi.
Naye nze owange ye yankyawa.
Ate nagwedde.
Yeyankyawa ate naye yeesunga eddala.
Kati olumu ayinza okuba najjukira. Ate nga nze ono walaayiraaya andilaayi. Nze nali muferanga naye ate namala nga ngamba ekyana nga ate mpulira nkipiisinga naye nga kigenze. Kirina mu Nigeria naye era omanyamanya nti kibuuse andigolo n'okola ebintu ebirala kitegedde naddala abasajja sibakubiriza gwe nga CEO wa relationship kiringa pasita mu kyaki ate naye ekwatibwa amafuta omulabe nga naye agudde wansi agamba amafuta gangi
I was watching Tom D mu interview gimawadde nayo ng'agamba nti ye bw'abeera eno wabweru ye star when he gets home like he lets his wife lead,
which is very fine.
Kati wani abase wa relationship
chetukugamba oba okyalisi olindako innocent ajja mu studio naweereza asigala atulabula kati omukazi akole byonna oba ya riding on a donkey riding nenga sigaza obwongo nti nzaani nzatamusa kati bwona agwe eddalu abaana bonna mujja kuba mu emeso kitegeera nenga nze kyemmanyi kiri kimu abantu bamanye nti relationship nadaze ennaku zino zino eza digital zino eza financial katigira ekisooka abantu balina okumanya nti omukwano gw'abakyala gwa ssente kati kimanyi omanya nti ssente zigenda ne ziggwawo kati manya omanya nti woyavubalira wonna olwo omukyala akuleka kubamu obufaananyi bungi sooka ojjukiremu engeri gye wamufunamu teri mukazi gwebeera naye kumala myezi ebiri nga tomuwadde kasente konna naaba nga akyaliwo newaba kadaama olaba ne kadaama era agamba nti sindikira rewards ku tiktok kusindika zi rewards ng'ali ku live nosindika gift kakati nze kyemmanyi kiri kimu abantu babeerewo nga bamanyi tobeera bwoti nti kuba omanyi nti anytime egenda kiringera bwe tuli mu nsi we build houses naye nga tumanyi anytime tugenda so ne mu relationship beeramu ng'ali mu nsi nti njiri mufule naye bwengenda seekangaali weekangamu era ng'omuntu tekigaana naye tolobera naddala abasajja abakazi mulobe kuba ebyammwe byakuloba naye omusajja toloberanga bintu bitakwatagana mu omukazi yankyaye ku baana bano abajjudde foni buuku yo nga wabasangula
nga mulukai toddanga mumufuna
anti mulukai byali kitosibanye bangamba yafumbirwa paida simanyi weeyo muba Moses ono mungu ng'eyo bazaalibweyo walantya nayo naye singa yali wano nti kawempe
wali mulumbi
nandiga naye mulukai ne haginga kalisi ku haginzi mulukai
you see what I told you, men don't move on mulukai naye kidogo so do you have a girlfriend right now Ditacha?
Not one.
You have how many?
Ate mbagala era nensa
wow
sanko just omuntu ng'ayimidde buyimirizi nabo bulira bubi naye ngera bwe bamuvinga on era nguma
obeerawo otya
naki
nga bamuvinze on
amala nengubira kwasigaddewo
if you have
you see bali abava mu relationship n'agenda mu ndala because
Ditacha has 4 girlfriends kati omu wamukyawa nga sikwagendako ew'omulala nga mala ono watakimala ng'agendako ew'omulala
nera tezo tebasobola kufaanagera osigala oli akuluma kati abasajja nabo n'abakazi kikumi era asigala
men are just greedy they want it all
even girls are like that these days you find a girl she has like 3 relationships this one had to
the other one
ali eno mu bbala mu shades of Kampala ayombera eno akuba amasimu mu gundi muloza dimes abuuza oyo gundi alina gwali naye awo nze ali eno naye abuuza n'ekiri eri
ate neno gyali alina gwali naye
gwabuuza oyo gundi how is he with the
girl nasendika message
oyo gwe oyo gwe
Galaxy Request mu Mid Morning Tukone sponsored by
Anti Bomo Chakara komye wonate. Ula buguzi rock bomo.